Hello YouTube, Jeff here, your YouTube reviewer of New Hampshire and New England brews. And today I'm heading up to the White Mountains of New Hampshire once again for another swing by the Woodstock Brewery. And this one is from the bottle. This is their Red Rack Ale. The Red Rack Ale is available at their restaurant as well as in the bottle, and frequently can be found in the mixed 12 packs that you can buy of the Woodstock brews. And this one is 5.5 ABV, and it has an expiration date on the side, if you can see, and the expiration date is June 2010, and I am sampling this in February of 2010, so I'm still a few months ahead of the expiration date. So without any further ado, let's pull out my old Rheingold opener, which I've used before, and pop the golden top of this particular bottle of 12 fluid ounces. I'm shaking the camera because I don't have it very well balanced today, so I'm sitting at my kitchen table. It gets kind of jumpy at times. But here we go. I've opened up the top, and you can see a little bit of this smokiness going on, a little haze in there as well, and time to pour it into my non-labeled pint glass. Nice sound. You can hear it bubbling away. It's got a nice bubbly pour. Seems to have a nice solid sounding body, to my ear anyway. Here we go. Into the glass it goes, and there's some nice carbonation going on. A lot of carbonation rolling up through the glass. We have here about a 1-finger head. The head is very puffy. It's an off-white color, and the actual body or look of the entire beer is well, what you'd kind of expect for a red ale. It's kind of an amber copper reddish tone, more of an amber copper. When held up to the light, you might get a hint of that red in there, but more on the amber copper side. Let's give it a smell and see what I have today in this aroma. There is a nice, fresh, malty scent in this particular glass, and the malts are the strongest aroma that you get. This is the first sensation that you feel, and then behind it you have a slightly toasted caramel sort of sweetness that's coming up behind it, and just a hint of hops. But the malts and the sweetness are the big thing that you get upon first whiff. Let's try a sip from this glass. Try to swirl it around a little bit on the tongue. There's a medium body on this. It's got a nice smooth creamy texture, kind of akin to honey, something like that. It's not a heavy texture, but it's not medium. It's somewhere in between, but it's also very, very smooth, and you can really feel it bobbing on your tongue, and feels nice going down when you swallow it. But as for the taste is also quite sweet, butterscotch maybe, a toasted caramel taste to it. Just slight, but it's there. And there's a fresh hoppiness in the background. The hops are very subtle. The hops are there, a hop bitterness that just kind of brings out the bitterness of the brew, but it's not overpowering anyway. It's actually quite comfortable. It's an enjoyable brew, I must say. This tends to lean more to the malts and sweetness than it does to the hops. So if that is what your palate prefers, something that's more sweet, then I think you might like this. If you're into the hops, well, you get a little best of both worlds, but the hops aren't quite as strong. But I think this is a very nice beer, really, a really nice flavor, and a nice color. And the head does seem to be lasting. It's shrunk down a little bit, but the head does seem to be remaining fairly solid, fairly strong throughout the course of this sampling, so that's nice. Yeah, the carbonation is still very active. So this Red Rack Ale, this is the Woodstock Red Rack Ale, available in the bottle and also available at the brewery and its inn, is a very nice brew. I am very happy with it, and I think that if you get a chance to try it, if you like something that's sweet and caramel and butterscotch, I think you're going to like this one. So thanks again for stopping by, and I hope to catch you again another time.